Yeah, exactly. 5 stages of grief. So there are 5 stages of grief. And most people like to avoid certain stages when it comes to grief because it's hard. And it's not linear, okay? So if you don't know, the 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And it's not linear, okay? And what I mean by that is that you're not going to experience one stage before the other. There's no specific chart in how you do it. It just comes based on your level of emotional maturity. Um, so, with that being said, you never know when you're going to experience which stage of grief. And literally, it can be a year later after the incident, it can be a day later, a month, it can be 5 years later. It don't matter. Why? Because the stages, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, okay? And every stage of grief has something to teach us about ourselves. But if you're not ready to learn what it is you're supposed to learn from the lessons that that particular stage of grief can provide, then you're not going to be presented with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you need the key to unlock the door to be able to explore what it is that you need to be learning at that time, right? So that's why I feel like this strength card is here with this meditation kind of going within, and with this moon cycles with patience. It's like have patience to endure the cycles, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how confusing it is, no matter how much you, you know, it's just over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, have patience to do the work, to regulate yourself, to change your frequency. Okay, changing your frequency means changing your energy signature. Changing your energy signature means how are you storing the memories of these experiences, of these relationships, of these people in your body, okay? There's a book out called The Body Keeps the Score, right? And the book talks about how the body, aka the nervous system, aka your energy field, okay, how it stores these memories like a computer, okay? So you are being called and asked to change the way in which you are processing the past, okay? And this can be the near past or the far past. It don't matter. The past is the past. It ain't now, okay? Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? We have shadow work and process your feelings, okay? What I say? Ain't no cap in my rap, all right? We got shadow work. Have the patience, okay, to go through the cycles of what it means to do the work, the shadow work, right? And you have processed your feelings. We were just talking about that. Regulating your emotions, okay? Changing your tune, trying to figure out what it is that you were feeling, how you were feeling it, why you were feeling it, okay? What was what was your role in it, okay? But essentially, most importantly, this card is definitely giving grief. These wolves are howling at the moon, and when wolves howl, they howl in anguish because you know the folk tale is that they change into a werewolf, right? And it hurts. Supposedly the transformation hurts, right? So they're howling at the moon, and it is a full moon. So right now you are really being called to process whatever grief that you've been trying to hold back, whatever grief that you've been trying to avoid, so that you can flourish, so that you can be abundant, so that you can make the necessary changes that is needed for you to move forward. Spirit, what other messages do you have here for the Divine Collective? What other messages? Thank you. We have truth, okay? Like I said, ain't no cap in my rap. Okay, this is the truth. This is what Spirit needs you all to hear right now, okay? Is that it's time to self-regulate. It's time to regulate your nervous system. It's time to tap in This full moon is very potent right now. Like I said, it's in Aquarius. Okay, this is the... Okay, take this with a grain of salt. Okay, Aquarius is the quote-unquote evil twin of Leo. And I say that because they're two sides of the same coin. Okay, one is heads, which will be Leo, because that zodiac sign is first in the astrological wheel. And then you have Aquarius, which is in the 10th house. Okay, Leo being in the 5th house, so it's going to be the head. Aquarius being in the 10th house, so it's going to be the tails. Okay, so with that being said, you want to really make sure that you are working with this energy to process the grief that needs to be processed, to have patience to go through the necessary stages, okay, to have the strength to really go within and really understand the layers, okay? And I'm getting that from this card. There's different thresholds, okay? There's layers that needs to be processed through about whatever friendship or relationship that is coming up for you in this time, okay? Like I said, it could be something that you thought you was completely over with, okay? You went through the stage of acceptance and grief, and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, deuces, I'm over you, you know, done data, right? And then now you may be at the stage where you're experiencing denial. Denial in the sense where it's like, dang, was I the cause of their behavior? Was I the reason why the relationship couldn't flourish? You know what I'm saying? And you start thinking, you're like, no, that motherfucker had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like that nah, they did me wrong type thing. You know, you might now be in that stage. I don't know. Okay, this is just an example. Okay, all I know is you need to tap into the truth of what it is that you may be feeling right now. Don't avoid it. Okay, don't avoid it. All right, because what I heard was surrendering to grief is accepting healing through releasing. Okay, because typically when we're grieving, we're crying, and when we're crying, we're cleansing, and when we're cleansing, we're releasing, removing, but releasing essentially, right? Spirit, what other messages do you have here for the Divine Collective? What other messages do you have for the Divine Collective, Spirit? Can you give me 3 more cards, please? Thank you. We have transformation. Yes, it is time to alchemize and transform. But you got to have the strength to do it, okay? And we have enchanted with patience here. So with this enchanted, I'm hearing that you are really being inspired right now by this full moon, okay? There is a full moon being illuminated right here. You're really being inspired right now by the full moon to really go within and bring to the surface, okay, whatever emotions that you may be holding on. And have you all noticed that these bottom cards are all have a black background? Black typically means the void, typically means the shadow, typically means the subconscious, typically means the yin, okay, which is the emotional body, the emotional mind, okay? Pay attention, okay, because Spirit is speaking. One more card for the Divine Collective, Spirit, please. Just need one more card. Thank you. And another black card, courage. Reiterating, okay, that yeah, you may feel alone, you may feel isolated, you may feel like nobody else understands you, okay? You may be in the stage of grief of anger with this red moon. At the end of the day, have the courage to continue on your path, okay? You've made it to the mountaintop, which means you've made it out of the gutter, so to speak, okay? You made it to the top. You can see ahead and far, but you got to keep going. You can't stop here, okay? And we have protection at the bottom of the deck, okay? So you are being protected and guided by the Most High at this moment in time. Because we have so many shadow cards down here, I'm going to pull from this oracle deck divinely guided messages of love, okay? And the reason why I'm pulling from this deck is because when I work with it, it gives me the energy of what's going on in the subconscious mind, what's going on in the shadows, what's going on beneath the surface, okay? So, Spirit, what is this change your tune? We have reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Okay. So, yeah, with changing this tune, don't focus too much on the negatives that happen in the relationship. We've come into this culture where we want to, like I said, blame and shame people for how they did us without really taking accountability for our parts and our roles in the relationship, right? So with this reminiscing, as you're reminiscing, as you are remembering, okay, the good times in the relationship, as well, honestly, truthfully, most people don't want to remember the good, because if we remember the good, then we're like, ugh, I don't want to miss this person because this person hurt me so bad. But it's just like, if you can remember the bad, you can remember the good. And it's good to remember both, okay? Because if you're able to remember the good and the bad, then you're able to get a full spectrum, a full understanding of what the relationship was and who you were in the relationship, so that you can what? Change, and that you can grow, okay? In order to be able to fully integrate the experience, in order to fully be able to change your energy signature so that you don't attract another person or experience as such, you have to be able to feel the good and the bad and release the good and the bad, okay? It's okay to miss this person. It's okay to miss the jokes. It's okay to miss the good times. Grieve those things too, okay? Most times we just want to grieve the bad memories. We don't too often grieve the good memories. And truthfully, that's where the grief comes from. The grief don't really come from the heartache and the pain, because most times we get the red flags while we're in the situation, right? And then those red flags begin to cloud the good times, which ultimately inspires you to leave the relationship, the friendship, whatever. But when you're able to reminisce and process and feel and release the good times too, then you're able to hold those in and be like, okay, no, I want more of that, okay, but with somebody more worthy, right? What is this self-regulate? We have gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Yeah. Let that go. Okay. Regulate your emotions. Understand that this is your life and your life only, and you are in control of your life, and only you, of course, God too, but who gives what anybody else thinks? Okay? Let's just say, okay, that you process, you grieve, you forgive, and all this type of thing, and you want to reconcile with this person. Or not even reconcile. Let's say you want to reach out to this person and have a one-on-one conversation. Because most times, you have people who say, forgiveness is for you. You don't have to reach out to that person to forgive. And I beg to differ. I think that is circumstantial. I think some people in our lives that was monumental in our development deserves that conversation, deserves that closure, and so do you. So if that's what you have to do to regulate your emotions, then do it. Forget what anybody else says. This is your heart. And at the end of the day, when you die and you got to be faced up with judgment, your heart is supposed to be light as a feather. Okay? And if you know you need to call this person up and have that conversation to say, hey, I apologize for what I did in the relationship. I thank you for everything that you taught me. But still, I think it's best we go our separate ways. Then so be it. Leave it at that. Okay? What is this strength card, Spirit? Okay, we have soul tie. I always feel connected to you. I like that with this strength card, because when you have the strength to go within and really feel what this person meant to you, okay, you will dive deeper into your soul contract with this person, because we all come to this earth with a particular soul contract, and we automatically have particular people that we contract to meet with in this lifetime that would help us change, okay? So yes, this person you will always feel connected to them. Okay? Now, granted, yes, you can do a cord cutting ceremony, ritual, whatever you want to call it. You can renegotiate the contract. These are all possible things to do, right? But in essence, you will always feel connected to this person because this person, like I said, was monumental in your development, in your growth, in the changes that you are making in your life right now. Okay? And it's okay. We got to learn how to be okay with the and. Okay? Life is not black and white. It's not yes or no. Okay? We have to be okay with the and. Like, I let you go and I release you and I no longer want to speak to you, and I still love you, and I still miss you, and I still care for you. And I also know that our journey together in this lifetime is done, and be okay with that. Congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. You completed your karma. Okay? Essentially, you completed it. Everybody comes in your life for a reason or a season. Okay? Either way, you've completed that season. You've completed that reason. It is what it is. Okay? What is this patience card, Spirit? We have unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Right. This is literally clarifying what I was saying about going through the cycles of grief, going through the stages of grief, okay? Some of you all, most of you all, probably all of you all, still have unfinished business when it comes to the stages of grief with that person, okay? And I'm going to say it's a person for sure. Or a community, like a group of people, because like I said, we're talking about the full moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius rules the 10th house. I mean, it can also be occupation, but I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling occupation at all. I'm not feeling money. I'm not feeling jobs. I'm not feeling none of that. Granted, if you do work for the community, then yeah, okay, apply it to your life how it resonates, okay? Use your discernment, okay? Self-regulate. Do the work yourself. All right? All right. Great talk. What is this shadow word? What is this shadow word? Thank you, Spirit. We have ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. So what I'm hearing with this ego is that you're too prideful to even do the shadow work. You're too prideful to even want to hold yourself accountable. I'm hearing just too prideful to even go that deep, to even feel that deep. And this card is sticking out, so I want to see what it is. It's secrets. I haven't told you everything. Yeah, you holding on to some things that you don't even want to admit to. You don't even want to admit to yourself. Okay. You don't even want to do the work. You turning a blind eye. You turning a blind eye. You don't even want to do the work. Why? I don't know. I'm just here. Responsibilities and chemistry. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. I have never felt a passion this intense, okay? Now I know why. Now I know why you're turning a blind eye, okay? Because you feel like it's too much. It's too much to deal with the financial struggles and the emotional struggles. It's just too much. It hurts. I get it. I do. Trust me. I get it. But I'm telling you, as long as you avoid the work, okay, it's doing nothing but putting blocks in your creative life and your financial life, okay? It's blocking you from being able to manifest at all. I'm telling you, okay? You have to do the work. Earth is all about school. You're learning every single day. You're leveling up as long as you're learning. If you're not learning, you're not leveling up. And if you're not leveling up, you can't get new gear. You can't get new coins. You can't get new rewards. You can't even unlock a new character. You can't even unlock new stages, environments, opportunities. Okay? Hear me out, okay? I'm ain't no cap in my rap. I'm telling you. What is this process you're feeling, Spirit? Responsibilities coming right back out, okay? They say, yeah, we know why you're avoiding the work, okay? But we're going to tell you it's time to do the work. Process your feelings, okay? Responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. Like I said, I'm mostly getting emotional needs in this reading, but if it resonates with your financial, by all means, baby, do the work, get your money, okay? But Spirit is saying it is definitely time to take responsibility for your emotions, for your life. My left ear is ringing right now, okay? It's definitely time to take responsibility, to process those feelings. I know it hurts. I'm telling you, if you got to howl at the moon, if you got to go outside and scream, baby, ain't nobody stopping you, okay? I'm telling you, you know what it feels like when you've really done the work, when you really process those emotions, because the cry is going to be so ugly. It's going to feel like so much anguish. It's literally going to feel like you want to take your heart out of your chest because it hurts so bad. And you're going to cry so much that it's literally going to be like a river flowing out your eyes and you can't stop it. And then you're not going to have any breath. You're not going to be able to breathe. And then, but you can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to come. But then once you're done, baby, once it's done and over with, I'm telling you, the weight that comes off of you, freeing. It's so freeing. What is this truth, Spirit? Hold on. That's too much. Okay. So we have overwhelmed for the truth. The stress from this is draining me. Okay. So yeah, like I said, once you surrender and lean into the grief, okay, and accept that healing through this process of release, I'm telling you, that feeling, that burden, that overwhelming feeling is just going to lift off you. It's not going to drain you anymore, but right now it's draining you, okay? And because you are being too prideful, too egotistical to handle the unfinished business, because you're too afraid of what other people may think of you. Hell, you're too afraid of what you think of yourself because you don't want to take the responsibility for your life, okay? It's draining you. It's draining your finances. It's draining your relationships. It's draining the relationship that you have with yourself and the Most High. What is this transformation, Spirit? What is this transformation? Shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Yes. I need a bell. Spirit is talking tonight, okay? This is why I couldn't go to sleep. I am hot, okay? I am literally burning up right now. Spirit is on fire right now. I couldn't go to sleep if I wanted to. Literally, I'd have been in the bed up all night looking at the ceiling. Anyway, shadow side, okay? It's time for you to transform. Come out of this prideful, egotistical energy. It's time to transform. It's time to understand, like I said, in this connection, it was a soul contract that needed to happen for you to evolve, for you to transform, for you to grow, okay? But you have to face this shadow side and you have to accept your flaws. And the only way you were able to accept your flaws was to be in a soul tie connection with this person. Why? Because we're mirrors of each other. Okay, that's that Venus and Virgo energy. Venus is in Virgo right now. We're mirrors of each other's, okay? Even with this. Two of the same, you know what I'm saying? Reflecting. Even with this. Two of the same reflection. Two dogs, two moons, two fires. You know what I'm saying? Just do the work. I'm telling y'all. It may seem ugly. It may seem too much. It may seem too hard now, but I promise you, once you get over this hump, okay. Once you find the courage to get over that hump, baby, I'm telling you, it's a smooth sail. It's a smooth sail after that because you've gained a particular inner strength that you didn't know you had all along. Okay? And you will officially and forever change your frequency, change your energy signature so that you no longer have to go through this, okay? But as long as you avoid it, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. It's just not going to magically go away. It's not no bippity boppity boo. It's none of that, okay? It's not. What is this enchanted? We have unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. Yeah. This is this is clarifying what I was saying about you never know which stage of grief you're going to experience first, next, third, fourth, or fifth. You don't know. It just comes, okay? Like the water. It just flows. You don't know. You don't know. Okay? So you can't really control how you grieve, when you grieve, and what you grieve. You have no control over it. All you have control over is how you handle it. Your responsibility and how you respond to it. Okay? What is this courage, Spirit? We have time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. It's not. It's not too late. It's never too late. Okay? I mean, until you hit the age of 65. They say when you hit the age of 65, then the doors of consciousness closes, and then, yeah, it's too late. But I wholeheartedly feel a lot of my viewers are not close to 65. Okay? So with that being said, it's always time to do what? To process your feelings, to admit what needs to be admitted to yourself about this friendship, about this relationship, about this shadow side of you that attracted this experience in this person, about the flaws, okay, about the ugly side of you, so to speak, so that you can heal and transform. Okay, so we have protection at the bottom of this deck, right? And then we have secrets at the bottom of this deck. Okay, so essentially you are protected in this process. Okay, I'm gonna drink a little tea here. You are protected in this process. Let's get some tarot. Do I want some tarot? Yeah, I want some tarot. What does this change your tune with reminiscing? What does this change your tune with reminiscing? We have the Seven of Swords coming out. So, with this energy, I'm feeling that I don't want to pull tarot. This because I was really questioning as I was shuffling. Do I really want tarot? And this Seven of Swords is like, nah, you don't want tarot. You don't want tarot. Okay, you think you do, but you don't. What you want is the other side of this. Okay, that's what I want. So like I said, these black cards I be seeing as the shadow was going on underneath. This deck is what's on the surface. What's coming to the light, right? So what's this reminiscing to change your tune? Yeah, peace. Peace and contentment are coming to you, okay? So once you change your energy signature, once you allow yourself to grieve the good times as well as the bad, then you'll be at peace. Like I said, you'll be able to receive the full spectrum, the bigger picture of what the relationship was about, who you were and why you attracted it and how you can move forward, okay? And then you'll be at peace, and then you'll be at content. And then when you think of this person, it's like a shy little smile, like a little smirk, like, yeah, those were some good times, and you let it go. And then eventually you won't even think about the person no more. You'll literally be at peace with it, right? What is this gossip with self-regulation? I didn't even have the chance to ask the question. Good grief. It says, be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Right. Like I was saying. Nowadays, people tell you, you ain't got to talk to the person to forgive them. Forgiveness is for you. You ain't got to reach back. Do what's best for you, okay? Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences, okay? Because that is what's going to lead to your growth. Do not be afraid what other people think about you and how you heal yourself, how you regulate your nervous system, how you soften your heart. Because at the end of the day, that person ain't going to be next to you justifying your actions to God. God going to be like, excuse me, was it your life or their life? I'm a little confused. Hello. Okay? Do what you need to do to grow, okay? To usher in this change. What is this soul tie with strength? Oh no, too much, spirit, too much. Calm down. I'm getting the messages across, okay? We getting there. What is this soul tie with strength? Just one card, please, Holy Spirit. For the Divine Collective, thank you. Happiness. New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first, okay? So yeah, as you discover that this relationship, this friendship, whatever this dynamic was that you had to let go and cut off, that you are currently grieving, okay? Or that you will soon be grieving. Once you realize and discover, okay, that this was all for your highest good, okay? It happened for you, not to you, okay? You will learn so much about yourself. Oh my goodness. Okay? And the more you know about yourself, the happier you are about yourself, okay? The happier you are in life, because wherever you go, you will always be there, okay? So it's imperative that you know yourself, okay? That quote, know thyself, is so real. And once you feel like you know yourself some more, okay? I just had an epiphany the other day in my meditation. It said, I heard, you can never be bored because there's always work to be done within you. Okay, you're a vast universe within yourself. There's galaxies that exist within you. There are lifetimes in your Akashic records, aka your DNA, aka your energy signature, that you have yet to unlock. And you can unlock them when you take the time, okay, to meditate, to go within. There's layers. Even though this one is only showing 3, I'm telling you, there's a plethora. Can't put a number on it, okay? But that's where true happiness comes in. Happiness is not about what you get, where you are, and who you're with. Happiness is about how well you know yourself to be able to provide yourself with what you need and what you want. How well do you know yourself to be able to maneuver and make the necessary changes that you need to make so that you can grow, okay? With this rainbow here, okay? And this is an exalted moon, which means it's exalted in Taurus. And Taurus is all about pleasure, luxury. Hello. Happiness, right? What is this unfinished business with patience? Spirit, what is this unfinished business with patience? We have strength, dedication, and balance, okay? I'm just going to take the one off top, which is the strength card, determination, perseverance, and self-discovery, okay? This is just reiterating the strength and the courage that you just got to do it to preserve and discover more of who you are, your flaws, and how you can grow, okay? But you got to stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success, okay? You got to stay dedicated to the process to go through the stages of grief. 3333 on the clock, as I said that, okay? Which is balance, coming into that divine trinity, which is crazy because in this patience card, I don't know if you all can see it. But there's a triangle here in this card. 1, 2, 3, okay? The Holy Trinity, right? So you want to come into balance here with yourself, with your higher self, and your lower self. Your lower self being your shadow self or your past self, so to speak, okay? Juggling too many things at once, find time for yourself, right? So you want to stay dedicated to going through the process of grief, okay? And you want to find time to do it, to have the strength and determination to persevere, okay? Even if you take moments out of a day to do it, to journal, to do whatever is necessary, okay? You want to work on it. It's not a one-day type thing. I'm telling you, it's not a one-day type thing, because you never know when the emotions are going to emerge, whenever you're going to be inspired or enchanted, okay, by this shadow side, okay, to do the work you never know. Okay, the time is not definite, but you have to persevere. You have to stay dedicated, determined, and you have to always be on the what's that word I'm looking for? You always have to be on the search for who you are. Know thyself. Like I said, when you feel like you know all of who you are, nope, dive deeper. Okay. This ego shadow work, for this shadow work and ego, we have stress, cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. Yeah, it's time to let this ego go. Kill this ego. Kill it. This pride, whatever it is, whatever is keeping you from being committed to doing the shadow work, okay? Whatever is causing too much stress, okay? Whatever is influencing you to look the other way, to turn a blind eye, it's stressing you the hell out. It's time to cleanse and detoxify, okay? And you don't even know it's stressing you out. I like to say stress is a silent killer. They're telling you this pride, this ego that you refuse to let go of, that you refuse to acknowledge is killing you. Killing you in the sense that you're deteriorating spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. You just deteriorating, okay? You got to let that stress go. You got to let that ego go. You got to do the work, okay? What is this? Responsibilities will process your feelings, resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. Do I really need to, you know what I'm saying? That really speaks for itself, right? With process your feelings, talking about the grief, feeling the grief, taking responsibility for your emotional needs, and resolving issues, solving the inner conflict with others. Because didn't I say we're talking about your responsibility in the downfall of a relationship? Your role? I mean, let me read it again because I don't think. Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. Sounds like everything we've been talking about. What is this overwhelmed with truth? Holy Spirit, what is this overwhelmed with truth? What is this overwhelmed with truth? Just give me one card for the Divine Collective, Holy Spirit. Thank you. We have retreat. Time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations, okay? So with this overwhelm, the stress from this is draining me, right? We got the stress over here. They're telling you to let it go, okay? You got to retreat, meaning you got to take that time to yourself, the introspection, to go within and really do the work, to know who you are, why you are, and how the situation even manifested, how it unfolded. You gotta process it. Reflect on past and current situations, okay? And these cards flipped out with it as well. We have the twin flame, a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So this may be you grieving over an ex-lover, your ex-twin flame, okay? Sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. Like I was saying, if you don't level up, you can't get new rewards. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? If you play a video game, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't level up, you stay in that stage the whole game. Okay, you got passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Okay, and we have apology, forgiveness through mutual understandings. That's exactly what we were talking about, and it's coming right underneath this. Be open to change. Like if you need to reach out to this twin flame to apologize and do whatever you need to do, so y'all have that mutual understanding, so y'all have that mutual closure, because you are still connected to this person irregardless. Okay, so your healing equates to their healing and vice versa. Okay, you make that sacrifice to follow your heart, follow what makes you happy, follow what's going to help you grow. Okay, so that you can heal. But you have to do this by yourself, alone. It says time spent alone. Okay, you can't be worried about what other people thinking about you, their opinions, their advice. Sometimes you just got to do it by yourself. Sometimes you got to do it without telling no people. Stay silent. Okay, what is this shadow side with transformation? All right, Spirit, we're getting too anxious because I want to get up out of here. I am tired, y'all, but 3 more. Okay, what What is this? That self-awareness probably did want to come out. But what is this transformation with shadow side spirit? One card for the Divine Collective, please. Thank you. We have rest. Listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind, okay? So with this transformation, you have to listen to your body to know what it is that you need to do to transform and transmute this shadow side, okay? You have to meditate. It's coming right underneath the strength card with him meditating. You have to meditate. You have to rest, okay? You have to allow yourself time to be alone so that you can clearly think, okay? Even if that means doing yoga, meditating, doing yoga or stretching, any kind of body movements, dancing would be really good because it'll help you release any emotions. We definitely store emotions into our hips, so movement will definitely help you unwind and release any shadow energies that may be lingering, okay? You got to transform that energy, change that tune, change that frequency, right? So I was going to ask, what is this unexpected outcome with Enchanted? And we have manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things. Exactly. Okay? If you are not able to change your thoughts, change your perception, if you're not able to change the way in which you perceive this dynamic, okay? If you can't manifest, what I say is you're gonna stay blocked. Your creative ability, your financial abilities, anything you want is gonna be blocked because you're not doing the work. What they say, faith without works is dead. Come on, y'all. What is this time with courage, Spirit? Thank you. We have wisdom, knowledge gained through experience or from a wise counselor. Listen, y'all, they're I mean, at this point, if you don't got the message, you don't got the message. It just is what it is, okay? Like I said, it's never too late. Okay, it's never too late. Past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. Why? Because you're always connected to this person. You got to do the work. You got to do it. You got to change the tune. You got to change the frequency. Because like I said, as you heal, this other person heals. As this other person heals, you heals. Y'all are connected. You can do as many cord rituals, cord cutting rituals as you want. But if you're not actively doing the work, faith without works is dead. You cutting cords for no reason at this point. You just into your energy. Okay? I was gonna pull. Let me just pull a few cards from here. Just a few, because I really gotta go. My phone about to die. But I wanna get just a few from here. We're not gonna even do tarot because I feel like what's said is said. But Spirit, do you have any messages here for the Divine Collective? Just a few here. Whatever you give me, I'll take it. Just a little affirmations here for the Divine Collective. Thank you. We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. It's time for me to go to sleep. I don't even need to be here no more. And we have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a